Losing fat is actually really simple, and if that sounds like nonsense, it's only because you've been hit with so many mixed messages that the basics start feeling complicated. So today I'm breaking everything down into 3 clear parts, so you finally understand how fat loss really works, without getting lost in the noise again. 1. Spot reduction. You probably still think you can burn fat from one specific area just by working that area. And look, I get why. It feels logical. Your stomach looks soft, so you hit it with sit-ups. Your thighs look bigger, so you attack them with lunges. But here's the truth. Your body doesn't work like that. You can't negotiate with it. You can't tell it, hey, burn the belly fat first. When you lose fat, you lose it everywhere, not just where you wish you could. Genetics decide where you store fat first and where it disappears first. Most guys tend to pack it on around the midsection. Most women notice it settle around the hips and thighs. That's just biology doing its thing. And here's the part nobody tells you. The places you want to change the most are usually the last to show progress. You'll see fat leave your face, arms, chest, all the spots you weren't even thinking about, long before the stubborn areas start moving. That doesn't mean you're messing up. It just means you're human. If you don't immediately see your belly shrinking or your hips tightening, you're not failing. You're just in the part of the process that takes a bit longer. Once you understand that fat loss happens across your whole body, the big question becomes, okay, so what do I actually do? And honestly, it all comes down to one rule: calorie deficit. Your body burns a certain number of calories each day just keeping you alive. That's your maintenance level. Think of it like a balance sheet. Food goes in, energy goes out. If you burn more than you eat, you lose fat. If you eat more than you burn, you gain weight. It's really that simple. But here's where a lot of people get stuck. They try to be too precise. Smartwatches, they guess. Treadmills, also guessing. And weighing every single crumb on a scale, that'll drain your willpower faster than any workout. You don't need that level of micromanaging. What you do need is a simple starting point. Figure out your approximate maintenance calories. Use an online calculator or even ask an AI tool by giving your weight, height, age, and activity level. Here's where most people fail. They try to track everything they eat manually. It's a nightmare. That's why I use Cal AI. Instead of logging food manually or guessing calories, I just snap a picture of my meal, and Cal AI breaks down the calories, protein, carbs, and fats in seconds. From my experience, it's really accurate. However, I still double-check the ingredients after scanning, just to make sure nothing was missed. For the perfectionists, the app has a full food database for even more precise tracking. Or just use the barcode scanner. It works on everything from protein shakes to midnight snack experiments. From protein shakes to packaged foods, Cal AI captures every nutrient down to the gram. And guess what? I made a deal for you. Make sure to hit the link in the description and use code BLUEGUY and get 3 days free. Once you see exactly what's fueling you, every workout starts working with you, not against you. Now let's break down your daily calorie burn in a way that actually makes sense. 70% basal metabolic rate. This is the giant chunk. It's everything your body burns just staying alive. Breathing, pumping blood, repairing tissue, keeping you upright. 20% net. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Basically your daily movement that isn't a workout. Walking, cleaning, taking the stairs. 10% exercise. Yeah, your workouts, runs, and sports practices usually add up to the smallest slice. But here's the sad part. Most people try to lose fat by hammering more cardio. If your maintenance is around 3,000 calories and you already burned approximately 600 during your regular workout, forcing yourself to burn an extra 300 can backfire. You'll feel drained, moody, and end up moving less for the rest of the day. That lowers your overall burn and crushes your performance, whether you're working, studying, or playing sports. A smarter move is to maximize NEAT, that 20% chunk that's way easier to increase without destroying your energy. If you're a server, construction worker, or anyone who moves a lot at work, your NEAT is naturally high. If you sit at a desk for hours, your NEAT is probably low, and that's where your focus should be. Small lifestyle tweaks build up massively over the day. Take the stairs, walk to the gym, stand during calls, add a 10 to 15 minute walk after meals. These don't feel like workouts, but they dramatically raise your calorie burn without draining your system. Take a basketball player. Their official training session is intense, sure, but their NEAT is enormous. Constant walking, drills, warm-ups, cooldowns, shooting around, and non-stop movement, even outside the court. Same with football or volleyball players. They often burn more calories in the hours around training than the training itself. That's why athletes can stay lean without spending hours, just way higher. Now that you know your deficit, the next step is managing what you eat. Everything comes down to the 3 macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, and fats, and how you balance them inside that deficit. If your goal is to lose fat without looking flat or weak, protein is the non-negotiable. A good target? 1.6 to 2.0 grams per kilogram of body weight. So if you weigh 80 kilograms, aim for around 140 grams per day. Totally doable. Eggs in the morning, chicken or beef at lunch, a shake or Greek yogurt midday, fish, tuna, or cottage cheese at night. A football player takes big hits, sprints constantly, and deals with muscle micro tears every match. Keeping protein in that 1.6 to 2.0 grams per kilogram range helps them recover faster and stay explosive, even while cutting body fat. Cutting carbs completely is one of the quickest ways to feel miserable, weak, and unfocused. Your body thrives on carbohydrates, especially if you train hard or play sports. But there's a smart way to handle them. Try reducing some white carbs: white rice, white bread, potatoes. These spike blood sugar faster and usually leave you hungrier soon after. Swap in more slow-digesting carbs: brown rice, whole grain bread, oats. These give you steady energy, help control cravings, and make sticking to your deficit easier. A volleyball or basketball player needs glycogen for jumps, sprints, and quick reactions. Complex carbs help them stay explosive without crashing mid-game. The word fat sounds scary, but trust me, it's not as bad as you think. Yes, you're trying to lose fat, but your body absolutely needs healthy fats to function properly. They should make up roughly 20% to 30% of your daily calories. Good fats: olive oil, avocados, nuts and seeds, fatty fish. These support hormones, recovery, mood, and joint health. Bad fats: deep fried foods, ultra-processed snacks, pastries with trans fats. You already know these slow progress down. They're easy calories with no real nutritional value. 4. Bonus tip: your stress. Here's something almost nobody talks about. Stress absolutely destroys fat loss. When you're constantly stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, and high cortisol makes you hold on to stubborn fat, especially around your stomach. You can be perfect with your diet, but if you're chronically stressed, you're fighting uphill. You have to lower your stress if you want real progress. Simple, unique stress-lowering tricks. 1. The 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, reply to a text, wash a dish, put something back, do it immediately. This eliminates the mental clutter of having dozens of small tasks hanging all day. 2. The nightly brain dump. Can't sleep because your mind won't shut up? Keep a notebook by your bed and write down everything on your mind. Tasks, worries, ideas. Getting it out of your head and onto paper signals to your brain that the thinking job is over. 3. Morning sunlight ritual. Get 10 to 15 minutes of natural light first thing in the morning. Yes, without sunglasses. This regulates your circadian rhythm, which improves sleep quality, and better sleep directly lowers cortisol. Productive procrastination. Avoiding a big task? Don't doom scroll. Use that avoidance energy to do something small and useful. Clean a corner, prep tomorrow's food, organize your desk. You still win without frying your brain on the big task. The golden rule: fat loss is 90% adherence. If you overcomplicate the process, you create friction. Friction leads to burnout. Burnout leads to giving up. Follow the simple pillars: calorie deficit, high protein, high NEAT, low stress. If you do those consistently, you will lose fat.